I'm going to tell you about 5 different insurance policies that I bet you didn't even know exist. I'm Simone Kason, owner of Canis Capital Insurance Firm and Canis Capital Holdings. So make sure that you hit subscribe so that you can know when me and my friends are coming on. And we're going to tell you all kind of business, all kind of tips and tools about how to build wealth, protect your assets, and be successful. So let's jump right in. All right, so I got 5 insurance policies that I bet you didn't even know exist. Things that you probably didn't even know that can be insured. The first one is body parts. Right? I'm sure you guys might have heard about this. There are a lot of celebrities that decide that, of course, because of these body parts or things that they have, if they're not able to utilize them, then that would shrink up all of their money. And they do a large amount of coverage. Like Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton has her breasts insured. Well, guess what? $600,000. You have Bruce Willis, who has his voice insured. And even Miss Mariah Carey has not only her voice, but also her legs for well over $1 million. So many celebrities will go out and insure their backsides, like J-Lo, or anything that actually sets them apart, because they know if that ever gets damaged or they can't utilize it anymore, then that can also shrink their bank. All right, let's talk about the next one. The next one is pretty cool too. Now, this one is offered by Lloyd's of London. And if you know anything about Lloyd's of London, which I know plenty of it because we actually sell their products. But if you know anything about Lloyd's of London, it is one of the largest and most successful syndicates of insurance in the world. If you get a Lloyd's of London product, then you know you got a good product, and they're going to pay out whatever claim that they have in most cases, right? So Lloyd's of London decided that people oftentimes say, I was dying laughing, I was in stitches. Well, if that happens and somebody actually kills somebody in the audience, then they can have insurance that will cover that, right? So sounds crazy, but a lot of comedians, stage plays, if you feel like the people could be just in stitches and just fall out laughing the whole time and maybe even have a heart attack or something else, then an insurance policy can cover if someone dies during enjoying a comedy play, right? Go figure. Now, this one I thought was really interesting. Did you know that you can get your beard insured? Yeah, they can actually insure your beard. I know it sounds crazy. So look, in 1992, a Santa Claus took his job a little bit more serious than a lot of us would. But anyway, he thought that his big fluffy beard was the thing that actually kept him working all season. He was always called as a #1 Santa Claus. So he was able to insure his fluffy white beard for $500,000, just in case anything were to happen to him, his beard not being able to grow, and he couldn't be that sexy white Santa Claus anymore. I got another one for you, right? We got another one, number 4. Number 4, you got to be ready for. Number 4 is amazing to me. And let me tell you why number 4 is amazing to me. Because so many people say that they get abducted by aliens. But I guess we have very little proof or whatever, or not enough proof to be able to sustain. But there are insurance companies who will give you alien abduction insurance. Yes, if you feel like the aliens are going to come and get you and take you and probe you without your permission, you can be insured. Now, a lot of these insurance companies, they do it as a gag, but many people take it seriously. And if you can prove that you've been abducted by an alien during the time of the policy, then you can get a payout. Now, the last one is one that I think we all have talked about in one way or another. The last one is jackpot lottery insurance. But don't get so excited. Just hear me out. It's a little tricky. So a lot of people in their jobs, they do employee pools, and everybody puts in a few dollars, $5 or $6 or whatever. And if they pool all of the money together, and then let's say they get a big jackpot, like $100 billion or whatever it is, then it's pretty much safe to say that everybody that pulled into their money, they probably will be putting on their 2 weeks notice the next day after they won. So an employer can actually get an insurance policy out. So in the event that everybody wins a jackpot, in the pool and they decided they're not going to come back, then the employer can be able to get money, enough money for them to be what it would take for them to hire new employees, because everybody else has said hasta luego. All right. All right, so those are five insurance products that I bet you didn't even know exist. If you want to find out more about insurance or possibly get a policy or a free quote, make sure that you go to www.candacecapital.com and hit subscribe and continue to follow me. It's going to be a good time.